Joining me this morning is Diana Sluhan,
Yes.
and Diana is a reenactor.
Correct.
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 And you are filling in for Lori today, right?
Correct. Yes, they have a meeting at 9, so.
She mentioned your name last. I was having dinner at Biscotti's, and she mentioned I'm going to have Diana come in, and I didn't know who she was talking about. How long have you been doing this?
Oh gosh, I started volunteering at Fort Megg's historical site when I was 15.
Really?
So about 30 years ago.
No kidding.
As a volunteer, and then I just continued on and off through the last several years. So it's not something I get to do every day, every weekend, but it is a
What do you do in your real life?
I am a member of the Ohio Air National Guard.
Really? What's your role down there when you do reenact?
Well, I'm helping out as a Women's Army Corps representative,
Okay.
and I'm doing I'm chief of staff and coordination, supervision. So doing some of the legwork there.
Okay, excellent. It looks huge this year.
It is. We've got 1,500 reenactors registered.
Wow.
We limit it. We actually have more than that who apply to attend, but because of the physical limitations of the site, we really have to limit it to only that many.
Yeah.
But we have a great deal of interest, and we're having about 800 show up today, and I think about 450 tomorrow.
No kidding. I read they have a beautiful supplement in the Star Beacon this morning on this event, and it was kind of amazing. I was involved with the first year that it started with the Chamber of Commerce, and it said that they had 100 reenactors that first year and 300 people in the audience, and now it's into thousands.
Oh. Into thousands.
Isn't it amazing?
It is. We have folks coming from South America to come participate in this. We've got folks coming from California. They came all the way just to participate in this.
Is that
so
right?
it's a huge, huge draw.
Do you were you here for the past ones then, Diane?
Some of them, yes.
Really? It's amazing. It's amazing how this is growing. I just can't believe it. There were some things I wanted to add. Now, you probably are not aware of all this stuff. That
I will answer the questions I know.
there. Maybe you know, Penny, too. Down on Lake Road, I know they're closing off some streets, so you can only go
Yes.
one way on Lake Road.
Yes.
Correct, and I think that starts tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
If you go to the website, www.D-Day and Ohio spelled out .us,
Okay.
there's a parking map, there's
Right.
a complete schedule of events, and it opens up into the area so you can see what streets are closed off and where the parking options are as well. There's a shuttle bus service coming from the different parking lots, so you can park further out and then shuttle bus your way in. They're on a very regular schedule, and then they'll provide a lot of ease of the logistics to get people
Right.
around.
And I know my parking lot at the Conneaut Arts Center, we put up for Saturday only parking, reserved parking, and it's sold out in 2 days. So my parking lot is completely filled.
Sold out.
Yes.
Okay. How much were you charging?
$10 a spot, but online it was a little bit more because of all the fees that had to be paid. But there's 29 or 32 parking places, and they sold out within a few
they actually
days.
reserved.
Yes, they have parking passes for my parking
Oh,
lot.
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's good to know. That
Yeah.
I know there's going to be parking across the street at Township Park at the Good Shepherd Lutheran Church,
That's reserved.
and
That's
that's
reserved.
reserved as well.
Yeah, and that's long gone.
Is it?
Don't
Yeah, that
even
was
try
gone
to park
in
there.
It was funny, they had
Yeah.
the girls on yesterday and they were promoting it, but it was a little confusing because they're having a Perch Fry Friday night, and
Well, they keep the parking lot, I think, by the church open, but the extra one that's across the street is completely, that's long gone.
is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's no need for us to even talk about that.
Yeah, well, and another example of people coming in is my brother has a Boy Scout troop up in Orchard Park, New York, and they're coming in. The Boy Scout troops come from all over to help, and they get assigned jobs, and they absolutely love it. They came last year, and the kids had a blast. They felt so important.
Well, they are.
And they
we
are.
can't do it without the volunteer
Absolutely.
support.
Sure.
Yeah.
It takes us from Sunday. We arrive Sunday. I've taken the entire week of leave for vacation, and this is what I'm spending my vacation on.
Yeah.
So
Weather's been lovely, by the way.
It has.
But lovely.
Well, we're not getting the rain that we got last year, which is an absolute godsend. So we showed up on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday we've been coordinating the building of the set design, if you will, for the infrastructure. And then yesterday was a lot of the final details of getting the camp set up, and now we're just waiting for our guests to show.
Where are you? Do you have a tent up on top?
No, I'm much too fond of my comfort for that. We're renting a local cabin.
Are you really?
Yeah, several of us got together. We're just our days are so long that as much as I love camping, it's just it takes a little bit of a toll at the end of the day.
Now, do you have family?
I do.
Okay. Well, you got husband, kids?
I have a husband.
And kids?
No.
No kids?
No.
So he goes along with this?
No, he doesn't. He's an Army officer, and he says
Oh, really?
unless he that's how we met. Unless it's on orders, he's not going to come to camp. But he's very, very supportive of all of this.
Yeah, so he lets you go and do your thing.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool, I like that. Does it cost you a lot of money out of your own pocket?
Less than it did when I was younger, because I've now acquired most of my own equipment. For a basic rifleman, it's going to be, for American, it's going to be about $1,000 for the rifle, plus another couple $100 for the uniform and some of the other equipment. So it is an investment, but the guys who do this really love the hobby.
Yeah.
It's about preserving the history. It's about their own interest in the physical culture, the material culture, and in their doing some of the actual actions. One of the big charges I get out of the whole experience is getting to talk to the veterans. We have 150 World War II veterans who have registered, and this generation is passing. So it is a great opportunity to come out and listen to these guys tell stories. I mean, I go to the VFW and I go to the Legion because I'm a member, and I love listening to the older guys talk about their stories. When my unit deployed in '08, we had an opportunity. A lot of the older guys came and told their experiences in World War II, and so it's a continuation of our history. So it's a great chance to come and bring younger kids and let them listen. And just talk to the guys and ask them
My
questions.
father was a Asheville County Veteran Service Officer here for many, many years. He has since passed, but a World War II veteran that was so proud to be able to serve the veterans. So it kind of has a special thing for me, you know, this whole event, you know, because he was in D-Day.
Wow.
And would never talk about it, though. He, you know, was one of those veterans that I saw it and I don't want anybody else to ever see this, you know, that kind of thing. But my wife has a problem. When I took her down to the first D-Day event, the shooting bothered her. It made her nervous, and she just doesn't like shooting guns and stuff.
There is a Boy Scout troop that is selling earplugs as a fundraiser.
Really?
Yes. They're very, very
That's
clever.
cool.
Yeah, I was most impressed when I heard that. And there will be earplugs for sale for folks. We do caution that if you don't like loud noises and such, to just be prepared. There's some pyrotechnics that are going to be laid out on the beach, and there will be some aircraft. And then down on the bluff where there's the German lines, they'll have some artillery pieces that will be adding to the.
I heard you have a couple flame throwers.
They do. They have.
Flame throwers.
Yeah, they're building it's not a concrete, but it's a concrete board bunker, and they'll be demonstrating the techniques there. I don't know if they'll be used in the battle reenactment or not, but I know there'll be a couple of technical demonstrations for.
I know one year they did have a flamethrower that was used in the battle.
It's possible.
You know, but that was several years ago. I don't even know if they're allowed to do that. I don't know. I know there's rides today starting at.
It's this afternoon sometime. It'll be on the website.
I got
or
it
maybe
here,
you have a
Diana.
schedule.
Free rides 10 a.m. to 2.
Okay.
Does that sound right?
Mhm,
Weather
that's right.
permitting.
It's
Higgins?
weather permitting.
Is that on the Higgins?
Yeah, it's
boat?
on the Higgins
Yeah,
boat. The issue there is we're supposed to get some weather in. If the seas are too rough
Yeah, they
and
won't.
the boat operators decide that it's too much, then they won't be conducting the rides for safety reasons.
Would the people have to go in the water to get in this thing?
No. You hop over the side.
Really? Okay, because I had an email saying, do I have to get in the lake? You know?
I don't think you have to get wet.
Okay.
If you're wet.
Now, they're having a special event at the Villa today also, I want to mention too. Villa at the Lake. They're having a 40s themed event from noon to 4 that'll feature music from the 40s, food, reenactors, and a vintage vehicle show too. That's going on from noon to 4. And then tonight they're showing the movie Sahara.
Sahara. Yep, Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah, Humphrey, the old-time favorite actor, I think he's
absolutely.
great. Will be shown on the outdoor screen at Township Park Bluff, right?
Yes, the upper.
It's
Yeah.
up on the upper.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be the thing. Tomorrow night you have a concert.
Yes, and then tomorrow night at 6 o'clock we have a concert down at the Conneaut Arts Center.
Don DeSantis.
Yes,
Okay.
Don DeSantis. He does you know, 40s music. Also, he does a fantastic tribute to the armed forces. So that'll be tomorrow night.
That'll
at
be
6.
the art center.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Free.
It is free, and our parking lot is open tomorrow night. Our reserve parking only takes place on Saturday.
Okay.
Because of the concert.
Will there be concessions and all that
Yep,
stuff?
it'll be just a normal
like a
concert.
regular concert.
There'll be popcorn and pop and all that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So a lot of stuff going on. I know they are having, and I don't know that much about it, Diana, but I think aren't they having a get together or a dance or something?
There's a USO dance Saturday night.
Saturday
at
night.
the Legion.
Saturday at the Legion? Okay. All
So
right.
it's limited space and does get kind of warm, but it's a fantastic event. The music is fantastic. There's competitions and contests all through the weekend for authenticity and for best display, and so it gives an opportunity for the folks who really put a lot of work into it to gain some recognition among their peers and visitors. And we'll be announcing the winners at that point too. So,
If you haven't gone when you're there, people are always walking by you. The women are dressed up in the 40s, and the men, and they're on bicycles, and they're pulling carts, and you know, it's very authentic, and you feel like somebody transported you back in time.
Yeah.
It's quite an experience. I mean, besides the battle, just
yeah.
the whole thing of being there, the camps, and you can go through the camps. Very educational.
We've got an American camp, we've got a Commonwealth camp, we've got a French resistance camp, and then there's a couple of German camps as well, and they're kind of geographically separated within the park. And we also have a home front camp where we have some ladies talking about victory gardens and the gardening aspect of it, the American Red Cross, the things that the ladies did here at home to support the war effort, because this is during that time frame, you know, all Americans got involved in this struggle, and without the nation coming together, you know, they couldn't have put the same effort together.
Well, you know, it's funny because my husband is addicted to the Waltons, and
great show.
He's just addicted to the Waltons. And the other night there was a show on, and it was during the war when they had ration coupons, and it actually throughout the show told how they could be used and how they couldn't be used, and how if you didn't, like what the stores had to do, and like gas coupons and all that, and I mean, it was everything, and it was very interesting because people had to abide by it, and if you broke the law, there were serious consequences to this. This was something that was really, and I know people that lived then are shaking their head, yes, they did this, but for us, we can't even conceive that you would get a book of stamps and that would last you for the month, and that's what you could buy.
Exactly.
Right. And that you didn't throw your tin cans out. I mean, this was the ultimate recycling. I mean, anything that could be recycled and reused for the war effort was recycled.
Yeah,
it was a very interesting show.
Yeah, there may be some kids talking about doing a scrap drive and some other things, and there are also classes and lectures during the day.
I was going to ask you about that. Do people have a chance to have accessibility to you guys?
Absolutely. No, most of us love to talk about whatever it is that our particular passion is, and the reenactors, unless they're like actively engaged in a particular preparing for one of the scenarios or coming back from one of the scenarios, they will talk your ear off about any of the topics that they represent.
Are they going to have, somebody asked me too, if they're going to have any souvenirs that people can buy?
Yes, we've got a PX that has t-shirts, posters, books, coffee mugs, a variety of trinkets. We've got vendors there who are actually selling original militaria and reproductions or copies of those things. So there's some options there.
Are they doing the collectible coin again?
They are.
Okay,
Yep,
so there's a collectible coin. Okay.
The coins and the t-shirts are available in the PX.
Okay.
The whole event is free. We ask if you really have a good time. There's some donation buckets around, and put in a donation to help support this, because it does cost, you know, the rental for the park and the rest of it. But that goes back, the money goes back into the community.
What do you get? What's your day? Now you leave here doing the show, then you go back down there.
I'm helping with camp setup, so I'm going to be the concierge as Americans come in, and I'll point them to where their particular location within the park is, and they'll set their camps up, and I'll help coordinate and deconflict some of the issues there. We've got a couple of meetings today to make sure that we've got the folks coming in who we're expecting. We'll refine the schedule as necessary internally. It won't affect the public schedule. This is just a little internal stuff. And then over the next couple of days, I'm just helping out with smoothing the
I
schedule,
think,
making
aren't they
trains
gonna
go.
honor some diplomat too?
Yeah.
We do have some World War II veterans who are receiving the Legion of
Yes.
Merit,
Yes.
and so that's also on the schedule
Yeah.
for, I want to say
Yeah.
Friday.
And one of my jobs is Saturday morning. It's on Saturday.
Okay.
Is to meet the dignitaries and get them where they need
I
to
think you
be.
did
Oh,
tell me
fantastic.
that.
Yeah, I did that last year. So some of them I've already met. They're
Okay.
coming back again. So that's my big job on Saturday morning.
That's
I get to
huge.
meet them, and usually I take them around to the veterans, and then they'll do a little bit depending on what time they come in, and then I gather them all. I'm like the little mother hen.
Oh,
I
exactly.
gather them all and I get them to the
Diana,
podium in time.
do you know if, like for the seniors that can't get around real well, there will be transportation for them?
There's shuttles, there are golf carts within the park.
Golf
So
carts.
there's golf cart transportation within, they've got little shuttle stops set up. So basically you go to your parking spot somewhere in town, and again, it's on the website. You can pick up a bus that will take you to one of the shuttle stops, and you can pick up a shuttle with one of the little golf carts, and they'll take you around to the stations and the different locations
see.
in the park.
I see.
So there's a lot, there's a lot of walking for those who want the walking, which is great exercise, but for those of us who are a little bit more ability impaired, there's also infrastructure in place to help support them too.
What about, will there be any food concessions there, do you know?
There's several food concessions, there's everything
'Cause
from,
then
I
before
know
they
there's
didn't
like
have that before.
caramel, I know, but we get so much traffic that people don't want to leave, and it really helps with the traffic flow. So up around along the bluff, I think it's Lake Road or Pearl Street. Pearl Street.
Right
So
in there.
there's a main entrance, and there's a whole series of gates, and then we've up along that road, which is on the east side of the park. There's a whole line of, I should have brought a map. We'll do that next time. Vendors, so for the trinkets and things, and then along the north side, just back from the bleachers, there's concessions for food. So there's a variety of different options there.
Okay, okay. See, that's something that they didn't do in the old days. But
Yeah.
now I think it's become a necessity.
There is a necessity.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Rotary's driving around all day with water and pop. They have a cart that they'll be driving around all day. So it's warm. People want something to drink. They're on their way over here. They're not going to walk over here. So I know that Rotary, we drive all day throughout the park, Friday and Saturday, with water and pop for people.
Excellent, yeah.
And there's plenty of infrastructure in terms of porta johns and toilets and things like that
Okay.
available too. So all that's there, so it's not like it's real difficult. So all that's in place.
Well, it certainly looks like you're gonna have beautiful weather for this.
Oh, I know. I'm really, really excited.
Talking sunshine and nice temperatures in the mid-70s. So
It's perfect.
Yeah.
humidity's gone. So, well, I
Once
wish.
the rain holds off, we're in good shape.
I think you're okay. I think that rain's gonna go away here pretty quick. It's not even raining out now, last time I checked, but I certainly want to wish you well. I really congratulate you for being a part of this. And we're getting a phone call. Let's take this real quick. Hi, you're on the air.
Hi, Pat. Where is the USO dance at?
American Legion.
Well, there's one at the Human Resource Center also.
There's two dances.
Oh,
One's
okay,
at the-
because I thought Shelley said they weren't doing anything. That's why I just wondered.
Yeah, I was under the impression that it was just at the Human Resource Center.
I know
That's
that,
what I thought too, because I asked Shelley if they were having the USO dance, and I could swear that she said no, because it wasn't big enough. They were
Yeah.
having it at the Human Resource Center, so you better check with Shelley.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure either about the American Legion, but I do know there is one at the Human Resource Center.
Okay then, thank you.
Thanks, Barry.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, I can't answer that question.
all of it's on the D-Day Ohio website. It contains the most up-to-date
Give that
schedule.
site again.
It's www.ddayOhio, and Ohio spelled out OHIO.us.
That's it.
So that's
Yeah,
it. So
that's it.
has-
It comes right up.
It comes right up. It has the map. It has the schedule, the public schedule of
Yep.
events, and it has all the details in there.
Right.
That's it.
right.
And I think it's also in the Star Beacon today in that supplement. I believe all that information's
Right.
in there. So
And it's a very easy website to maneuver. It's not difficult at all.
if you have not been to D-Day, you got to check it out. It's absolutely wonderful. It's going to be a madhouse down there. There's going to be thousands of people in town.
Yeah.
The more the merrier. We welcome them all. So, Diana, thank you so much for taking the time to come in today. I know you've got a busy schedule, and I wish you well.
Thank you. It's a real pleasure to be here.
All right.
And I really appreciate all the support from the community as well.
It's
I'm glad.
It's sort of, I had to laugh this morning on my way in here. When I went by the State Street Diner, there were a few older military vehicles sitting there. They must have gone for breakfast.
They probably
And
did.
I said, we're so used to it now every year
I
that
know.
like before you go by and you go, oh, you have to see what's parked there. And now it's just like, oh, D-Day weekend, you know, because they're driving around town and the vehicles are parked. And we've gotten accustomed to having our city invaded for this weekend, but we're used to it, you
You
know.
gotta figure it's 17 years we've been
Yeah.
doing this, you know,
It's-
so it's a big part of our town, biggest tourist event of the whole year, so.
Oh, I think in the whole county, actually.
And probably.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, thank you, Dana.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.